Hey, hi, hope all is well. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about something which is very important from an interview perspective, but not so important from an essay writing perspective. But I thought that since we are already approaching round one application deadline, that means that I should start talking about interviews as well. So ISB in this admission cycle for its PGP applicants had removed the goals essay in their application. So earlier till 2024, they used to have this customary essay, which was what are your goals post ISB and how will ISB help you in achieving those goals. But now that essay has been tactically, strategically removed. Now we have a different essay, which is essay 3, which is what value will you add to the classroom basis your unique intellectual pursuits. So I thought that, and I tried to brood upon why the school might have taken this decision. And I tried to marry that thought with what the school ends up evaluating in its interviews. So the school, when they're interviewing you, and this is not formally mentioned anywhere, but this typically stems from discussions with the admissions team, master classes, interaction with students, past mentees who are in ISB or who have passed out. So the school, when they're evaluating you, they end up firstly testing you on the clarity of goals that you have, which is why exactly are you coming to ISB and why can't you achieve your goals without ISB, right? Be it consulting, product management, investment banking, healthcare, operations, general management, whatever it is. The second thing that they evaluate in your interview conversation basis your answers, your verbal and non-verbal cues, is the impact that you've generated in your work, and are you able to communicate that impact in a well-crafted manner, right? So now point 2 is important, but since the goal essay is removed now from the application process, your clarity of goals after ISB and why can't you achieve those goals without ISB, that component becomes even more important for the interview conversations. Because till the essay writing, essay submission process, the school hasn't even asked you about your goals. The school only wants to know you as a person, on the kind of leader you aspire to be, what motivated you to do an MBA, and what value will you add to the cohort. The school has not explicitly asked you that what are your goals, which means that the interview conversations this time, I believe, will be largely focused on the first component, which is what are your goals, how will ISB help you achieve those goals, why can't you achieve those goals without ISB. And this component, which is why can't you achieve those goals without ISB, is very important. Sunke to, after listening to me, you would feel that okay, it's very easy to answer, but it's not so easy to answer. For example, Sarthak has had 5 years of technology consulting experience with Ernst & Young. And Sarthak is now submitting his application for ISB. And Sarthak wants to get into strategy consulting. Okay? In the interview, they end up asking Sarthak, okay, what are your goals? Sarthak says strategy consulting. Now, the interviewer will become a devil's advocate. He or she will tell you, okay, but Sarthak, you already have 5 years of experience in tech consulting role with EY, and you already come from a very good college background. Why would you want to waste 40 lakh rupees or 45 lakh rupees and 1 year of your time for a pivot, which you can do on your own with respect to referrals and passing on your CV to one of your seniors who's working in BCG or McKinsey? And if you think about that answer at that point of time, you will end up messing it up. So it's better to pre-prepare for such answers, right? So another example can be Sarthak has worked in a B2B supply chain digitization firm, which helps other firms in digitizing its operations and warehouses and fulfillment centers. And Sarthak now is saying that I want to get into supply chain consulting, or I want to get into, let's say, a supply chain management role with HUL. Same question can be asked with Sarthak. You already have the skill set. You have worked with so many companies who would be your clients. Now you just have to jump ship from a provider to the client side? Why can't you do it on your own? You already have the skills. You can easily build a network through LinkedIn. Why would you want to waste one year of your time and 40 lakh rupees? Let me give you another example. Sarthak has worked with a marketing agency for the last 5 years. He has done everything from public relations for clients to Google AdWords to Instagram to content to SEO, everything. And now Sarthak is saying after ISB, I would want to pivot from an agency background while working with multiple clients, which I had done already for 5 years. Now I want to work with one client and I want to become a brand manager with the likes of Nykaa or Unacademy or Razorpay. Same question can be given to Sarthak. You already have acquired the skill set of running paid ads, organic content, SEO, PR. You can easily switch to a client side by talking to one of their HR who you are in touch with, and you can easily make a pivot. Why do you need ISB or an MBA or 45 lakhs of investment, right? So such questions need to be pre-prepared for. You can't think of such questions on the spot. Whether it's the fact that an ISB MBA will help me fast track my career, what I'll be able to achieve in 5 years on my own, ISB can help me achieve in 2 years. That's why financially, logically, career-wise, it's a valid investment for me. Whether it's I don't have the right network right now, I have acquired some skills, but there are still some gaps in my toolkit. Whatever answer you give specifically basis your context, aspirations, anecdotes, work projects, prepare for such answers, because these questions will definitely be asked with a very recurring frequency in this admission cycle, because the goals were not asked to you in your essays. So the goals and the clarity on those goals and why can't you achieve those goals without ISB will be asked to everyone in this admission cycle. That's my belief, right? So I hope this helps you, and start preparing for interviews after submitting your application. Don't wait to get an interview call. That's a mistake that a lot of people do. If you're fairly confident that you will get an interview call basis your background, your uniqueness, your GMAT, your essays, your academics, then start preparing. Thank you.